Okay, so we're going to talk about a story problem that's similar to one that you've had in class in your homework. This one says there's 3 tanks that have a capacity of 276 gallons. If 2 are the same size and the third tank is a third of their size, how many gallons does each hold? So let's think about this a second. Here's one tank. Here's another tank. And then here's a third tank that's about a third of the size of the other 2. And we know that those added together have a total of 276 gallons. Now, one of the approaches to story problems, step 1, is to make all missing numbers just represent as X, missing values X. Now, we're not going to leave them that way. We're not going to leave them just X. We might put some more information on those X's, but they will keep the X. All of them will keep the X. So if I had 2 missing numbers, I'd make them both X and then adjust one of them. In this case, I have 3 missing values. So I'm going to call each of them X to begin with. So I could say X plus X plus X equals 276. Now, going back to the problem though, it just, this right now shows that all 3 of them are the same, and we know that's not true. It says that 2 of them are the same, so we can leave them both just as X, because they're the same. But the third one was a third of this one, and a third of something means, you can write it as 1/3 of X, or you can just say X divided by 3. That means the same thing. So what we have now is X plus X, those are the first 2, plus 1/3 X, meaning a third of what regular X is, equals 276. So notice they all had the X, and we adjusted one of them based on the information they gave us. So now we just solved the problem. So you make all of the missing values X, then you adjust any of them, some of the X's based on the information that they gave us. And then the third step is now solve for X. So up here, when I put these together, this is a 1X and a 1X and a 1/3 X. So what I have is 2 and 1/3 X when you put those together, equals 276. Well, this is saying 2 1/3 times X. So if I want to get X by itself, I have to divide by 2 1/3 on both sides. And in your calculator, if you do 276 divided by 2 1/3, and this is where the calculator with the fraction button, it comes in nice and handy. It says that X is 118 2/7. Remember, these 2 were just plain X. So each of these is 118 2/7. And then this one is that same value divided by 3, which gives us 39 3/7. So again, when you set up the problem, you make every missing value just a plain X, and then anything that the problem tells you that adjusts one of the X or 2 of the X's, then do that, but still keeping the X in each case.